Alright, that's it. We're rolling. Like I said, 3,500 PSI. And we have the Hornady SST. It's just a 40 cal saboed round here. And yeah. I'm going to load this guy right into the barrel, breech, whatever you want to call this here. Alright. I do have this thing dialed up on full power. That's where I love to run this gun at. I think it just shoots absolutely best at its full power. I'm just going to shoot maybe 2 or 3 rounds. You can see here that I have a red dot optic on top, so you know we're not doing anything fancy here. We're just trying to make some noise. All right, here we go. Time to get some copper down here. I'm going to aim right in the center of that guy there. I like seeing that too. When these saboed rounds go out, the nylon just shreds, and you can just see little tiny, like, spider webs of nylon just float through the air. That's dead on shot right there, and I mean absolutely dead on. And I'm not sure if you hear that power from that Texan there. It's an absolutely incredibly fun gun to shoot. It has a good bit of recoil on it. It is loud, and I know, shame on me, I don't have my ear protection in, but also, I'm not a pansy. And I know people say, oh, it has nothing to do with being a pansy. Your ears, boy, when you get old. Well, you know what they say about everybody. You live and you learn and all that stuff. So, it's not bothering me right now. If my ears do get to hurting or anything, I always will shove my ear protection in. Whoop. Alright. Here we go. I'm going to put one more. I'm going to see how close we can get it. I'm going to put it right on top of that other dot. Alright, so it's like a hair. We're like an inch low. Maybe an inch and a half low from that point of aim there. So it's not really going to matter a whole bunch because we're about to start shooting stuff that's just going to start blowing up. I'm going to put this on the lead plate here and turn some of this contrast down a little bit perhaps. There we go. Alright, here we go. Let's get another one. Now, we're not at full power here. We're at about 2,800 PSI, so lower, I know. Lower on the end there, but that's okay. Not a big deal. This isn't some super scientific. We're trying to get everything that we possibly can. This is for fun. And just to show you and tell you that these things are still booking, even at 2,800 PSI. And we're going to go ahead real quick and hit the lead plate. I got it angled up a little bit there for safety reasons for us because we're pretty close here. And I got a lot to put on this plate, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go original sabot round Hornady SST, and we're going to try this on the top left of this plate. And that was perfect, right where I wanted it to be. It made a really nice crater, I like to call it, in that there, oh geez, I can't get my wording out here. In the lead plate. Let's do this. I'm gonna kill this for a second. Alright, as always, I'm right back at it, guys. So, I'm aired back up this time to 3,600 PSI. Ooh, yeah. That's a tight, sealed bottle there. Alright, let's go with kind of in order what I think is going to be the nastiest, so to speak. I don't really know where any of these things are going to be hitting at, so to be honest with you, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to this is like all behind the scenes stuff for you all here. Alright, so I just readjusted that plate because it put a hurting on it and it actually bumped it over for us. So alright, let's do this. Let's try our 45 ACP. This is for a reload here. And actually this thing, I think I'm even going to slide. I wonder if I can slide this into a sabot. No, that's not. That's going to cause a lot of extra drag. Alright, so these don't quite fit the barrel. It's a loose round, not going to lie. It's not the tightest fit in the barrel, but I think it's still gonna make it on out there. Okay, so here we go. Shut up and shoot. Now I've done enough talking. We're gonna try to give it the same hold and everything and just move to the right. Yes. All right. And luckily we had a hit exactly where I delivered it. So, cool. Next one here. Let's go. Before I top it off with air, because I really want some more air in this when I use these penetrating rounds. Here's our next round. This is the 2 copper-coated steel BBs here. And I am going to use Sabo for these because these are just the Hornady, but kind of, like I said, modified or whatever you want to call it. Frankenstein or whatever. Alright. Here we go. 2 steel BBs. And we're going to go down and to the left, so below our first shot there the best we can. And it looks like, oh, it's hard to tell, but it looks like I might have got it on there without touching our other shot there. That'd be nice. Alright, where are we at here with pressure? Let me bump this gun up a little bit with some air. I don't need to fill it all the way, but I definitely want to give it a little bit of air. We'll give it a little bit of air here. Nothing crazy. That's fine. We're like 3,200 psi. Oh, the air feels good. It's nice and warm out here. Anyways, 3,200 psi. We're not maximum, but we're still kicking these things out. Okay, don't worry. They still got a lot of tail behind them. All right, here we go. I don't know. I'm kind of like caught up between what I want to do here because I have this steel penetrator with this tip on it, and then I have the tungsten ball. And I'll be honest with you, this tungsten ball cost quite a bit of little money. I mean, it's not the most expensive thing in the world, but I paid a couple dollars for that tungsten ball just to do this. So let's see. I'm gonna go with the steel penetrator first, and then we'll do the tungsten ball last. Actually, I think that'll be the way to go because I feel like it. I can't really think of any other reason. All right, here we go. This is that crazy old steel penetrator round here, and this lead plate is extraordinarily thick. I think in its thickest spot it's like right over 2 inches thick, so it's a lot of lead. I don't think this round is going to come back at us or anything, and I sure hope it does not penetrate, because if it does, well, there's steel behind that and I don't want it to fly off the steel, but also there's some cinder blocks. Maybe we'll get lucky. Alright, I'm going to move this one down and just still go to the left and down because I'm not sure where this one's going to hit. And it's time to send it. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. It knocked over our lead plate. I don't know if that was just from it being set up all weird or... Well, I'll be very honest with you. I'll show all you the plate and everything when we're done, before we get to shooting a bunch of crazy stuff. Alright, well, we're still good on some air here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put a little more air into it. Because, like I said, I paid a couple dollars for this tungsten ball here. And I really just wanted to see if the tungsten ball was going to be, you know, holding its form a bit better, then, you know, we should get quite a bit more penetration, I'd imagine. Round ball is good for penetration. It is. If it doesn't deform, it will go. Oh yeah. Alright. We're set. This is our last of our crazy ammunition. I don't have... The only reason why I'm not troubleshooting these things, you know, the steel BB one, or the steel penetrator one with the tool steel in it, or whatever else, you know, I could make those all day long, but, you know, I didn't buy but just one of these tungsten balls, which, you know, I'm pretty cheap, and I guess that's really the real reason why, but that's alright. That's not a big deal. Alright, here we go, guys. We have tungsten ball, and we're gonna see. Oh no, oh, I forgot to say, but I almost shoved that down the barrel. let's find out what this is going to do. I'm pretty excited about it, to be honest with you. I don't know what's going to penetrate more, if it is going to be this or the that pointed doodad that we just sent down range, which I'll show you. But anyways, here we go. All right, to the right of that one there, to try to keep it going. Let's get it. Oh my goodness, pieces came back at me. Well, that's not good. It's not a good thing. And to be honest with you, that's almost like the biggest splash we got from stuff. Okay, let's look at that plate real quick. I'm gonna keep it rolling, guys, don't worry. Just keep it rolling, right? Well, nothing came out of the back, which is good. Actually, it's kind of not good. That'd have been kind of cool if it would have just blown out of the back of that thing. I'm gonna bring this to you. I'm gonna bring you to it, rather. All right, ready? Hopefully I'm not covering up any microphone or anything here for you. Let's see if I can see what we're seeing here. Oh yeah, check this out. Okay, so this is our first round, and actually look at that. Steel copper coated BB. You know what? I have to grab a flashlight. Oh wait, here we go. Let me just turn it a little bit more. That might do it. There we go. Okay. So, if you can see right down in there, look at that splash, and look at the steel BB in there. Now, I don't know if both of them are in there, but there most certainly is one in there. This was our first shot here. This is the Hornady SST just by itself, which, I mean, that took a chunk out of that lead plate there. I mean, I can stick my finger right down in that pretty good there. That's deeper than my fingernail. And right here to the right, let's see, this was our, what was the next one that we shot? Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, this would be our 45 ACP reload round, which actually, you know, that left a whole lot of the copper jacketing behind, and it really did a number on it. I mean, it looks like, I'm not sure what the velocity was on that there. I don't want to cut myself up or anything, but I'm not sure what the velocities were on it, but it splashed, it expanded, it did exactly what I wanted to do. I'm very satisfied with that. Again, it's our third one, and like I said, that's just got that steel BB, that copper-coated steel BB right down inside of there. And I know the GoPro is not the greatest for, you know, zooming in up on all these things, but you get the idea there. Let's see, what else we got here? This was our penetrating round with that steel, tool steel core in it, and you can see that it very clearly hit dead on. And it is in there. I would have to say out of all of them, that one most certainly penetrated the most. I mean, there's just no doubt about it that with that 1/2 inch roughly piece of tool steel in there with a pointed tip, I mean, I'm really surprised that it didn't try poking out the back a little bit because of just the way it's looking there. But it it's a lot to go through, guys. I mean, that's a lot of lead. Anyways, moving on from that. So yeah, there's your good look right there. The copper jacketing all stayed in. Actually, the whole rear end of the projectile stayed together pretty much there. You can see that. I'm actually really intrigued by how well that stayed together. A lot of penetration. And then a little disappointing, but not a big deal. Expansion on this guy was phenomenal. Actually, if we really look at it, I'd say as far as expansion goes, like, you know, just a nice splat. The 45 ACP reload round and the tungsten carbide ball, which is just, you can see that's in there. And you'll see right here, I'm not sure anyways if you can see this. I might just be talking to myself realistically, but you can see where the steel BB is smashed flat on the back of it, okay? So that may actually be the first BB, and the other one might have rammed into the back of it and shot back out somewhere, which really... Sorry, I apologize. Something crashing through the woods over. Not sure if a tree's about to fall on me. Anyways, I'm not sure if the second BB bounced back out. I imagine that's probably what happened. I mean, that's a nice crater too. That's fingernail deep there. The tungsten ball though, I just really wish that the camera did it more justice there, but that tungsten ball is not deformed at all. It's embedded in there and it expanded really nice. It definitely helped with the expansion on it. There's no doubt about it. As much as the penetration, I don't believe it helped as much with penetration, but we definitely got a ton of expansion on that thing. Well, that's the first part there. Yeah. Now that we're like a 24-minute video or something crazy in. All right, so lead plates out of the way. Now I want to shoot some things that are a bit more reactive here. All right, I'm gonna do this. Top this thing off a little bit. And what we're gonna do is use these Hornady rounds because I really wanted to just give it another try with these Hornady rounds. I like the polymer tip. I think it's a good idea. I think that it does most certainly work with expansion. Actually, I might even just go ahead and leave this bottle. Let's do that. I'm gonna do this, ready? Since we're pretty much like equalizing here. And what I mean is that I'm not really able to open up this bottle anymore because it's filling up and it's gonna stay where it needs to be with pressure between the bottle and the bottle on the air gun. So we're just gonna basically shoot off of the big bottle here. I'm gonna leave this wide open, and with that being the case, we'll be able to just start shooting stuff. Actually, here, what am I doing? I'm all over the place. Let's get our first one. Let's go brown, cream soda, I believe. Let's shoot it, see how it pops. What do you think? I reckon that'll have to work, right? I will put it on this camera so I can put the little picture-in-picture there on the screen for you so y'all can see a bit more high definition, I guess you'd call it here. But this camera does a little bit better with the GoPro, I believe. Maybe, maybe not. You all can tell me how you feel about it, but we're gonna try it like that. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna grab a couple of these Hornady rounds here and load it up and start destroying some stuff. All right, here we go. First Hornady round, you just take that bad boy there and slide it down into Sabo and then right into the gun. And like I said, the Sabo has a nice tight fit into here, so I'll have to measure the back end of that and really see what we're doing. Let me raise myself up off the table just a little bit more so we're not kicking on that big bottle. All right, here we go. First round, time for some fun. I love shooting sodas, man. I mean, I think, especially a big old 2-liter with a Texan, I wouldn't be surprised, to be quite honest with you, at this distance if we get a little spray on me, but it's not a big deal. All right, here we go. Ready? Go. Woo. All right, well, that one wasn't like super cool. I think it's still pretty cool, but it wasn't like the greatest. Maybe it's because it's just brown. Let's try it with orange. I'll shake it some more. That smells good though. Oh, my boots are gonna be so sticky. I can tell. That's all right though. No big deal. No big deal. Here we go. Another Sabo, another round. And I'm really interested to see, I mean, you know, it didn't have like the greatest expansion on that lead plate, but this is a softer target. This is a much softer target. And so for all I know, I'm not like the slow-mo guys or anything over here. I don't have a bunch of nice equipment where we're able to see that, but I imagine that they're still expanding a lot. Orange soda. Oh yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna put 2 sodas because I have 2 red sodas, and let's see what happens with 2 of them. Oh, it smells like orange creamsicle. I think that'll work. All right, here we go. 2 of them at once, okay? Let's see what happens here. Let me check my pressure. Oh yeah, we're still over 1,000 or 3,000 psi. So, and we'll cruise there for a little while, I imagine, before all the pressure drops out of this little tank here. But luckily, nothing has come back and sprayed me yet. All right, here we go. Oh. I'm gonna try for 2 red soda. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, that second one ate it. Oh, I don't know if you can see. I don't know if the GoPro's picking this up, but it's like when these nylon sabos are running through this barrel, it's like spider webs are just floating everywhere. So that's pretty cool. I've always liked the way that reacts. And no, that's not bad for your barrel, especially if you clean it. I did a video a long time ago where folks were asking me a lot all the time. They were saying, oh, it's bad, is it bad, or is it bad? Or they're telling me it's bad to clean your airgun barrels. It's not. Do it properly and get whatever you can, get the lead out and everything, because it does make fracture. Now, I understand leading in a barrel, because if you're shooting the same projectile, like let's say you buy an airgun, you're like, oh, I'm just going to shoot this 34 grain slug specifically out all the time. If you are letting your barrel and you're shooting that projectile out of it all the time, that's gonna be okay. But to say, oh well, you know, we're letting it with this slug that's shaped like this, but then we're gonna stick this big hollow point into it and it could drag lead on the way out, it doesn't really stay consistent, I can tell you that. Here we go, green final soda. It's so wet over here. That's turning into the soda swamp. I don't drink soda, so better on the ground than in somebody, I guess. In me. Alright, here we go. Camera still going? Still rolling. It's a long video, but that's kind of like the difference between when you edit and you don't edit. So there's going to be a lot of not editing going on. Here we go, green soda. Oh yeah, beautiful. I love it. It's like 4th of July almost. Not as good, but, and not as pretty necessarily, but still so nice. All right, what pressure? Oh yeah, we're still over 3,000 psi. I'm gonna set these clays up. We're just gonna roll with it. So what I've done is I've grabbed 10. Get out here, Caterpillar, before you have a bad day. I have 10 of these blocks, or these clays. They say Terracon, MIY, Mexico. So they're nice. Actually, I used a bunch of them to make a landing at the bottom of my shop here. I really do like these clay blocks here, but I have so many of them. We're gonna shoot them. So, oh, I might have to change that battery before we run out. I'm gonna set these up in a row. Oh my goodness. Come on. Alright. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna have to go 9 clay blocks on this one because I can't get them to stand up right. So, not a big deal though. It's not a big deal. It's really not. It's not a big deal. I don't even know what's gonna happen here. Let me know what you guys think. I'll do what everybody else says. That old, oh, leave your comment below how many blocks you think it's gonna go through. These things are about 1/2 inch thick. You know, we're gonna be getting more expansion than we are anything with this, so I don't think we're gonna go through a lot of them. We might destroy a lot of them, but I don't think we're gonna actually go through a lot of them. Let me see if I can get this camera down here focused on this a bit more. Maybe. Oh, please. All right. Maybe some focus there. I don't know how many blocks it's gonna go through. And I mean actual blocks it's gonna go through. I'll be able to tell. I'll take a look at it. I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. I'd say, oh, it went through 60 of them. Here we go. We're at like 3,100, maybe just at 3,000 PSI now. No big deal. Hopefully nothing comes back on us here. Holy moly. I just made some terracotta gravel. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we went through quite a few of them actually, I think. I don't think that there was any doubt that that penetrated probably 6 of those maybe. I'm gonna count, hang on. I was terribly wrong. Talking out my neck, so to speak. We only went through 4 of them. And maybe didn't even really penetrate through, you know, I imagine we went through at least 3 of them, but I don't know if we got through many more of that. Maybe busted up that last one with a lot of force. All right, here we go. I got these last few set up. I think there's 5 of them down there now, plus that one that we had. So we'll go one more time just for the fun of it. And shoot my last bit of stuff here. Fire and hole. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I said a cinder block. I said I would do a cinder block too. Let's do a cinder block right now. I'm gonna shoot one of these cinder blocks. I'm gonna pick one and shoot it. Look, here we go. This one here. I'll turn the camera towards it here. Oh, there we go. Alright, so that cinder block that's kind of a little bit lower, but to the right there of all that stuff we were shooting. I'm gonna go for that one. Let's see if let's see how this does. This is just a standard cinder block. There's several different kind out there, but this is just one of those really standard blocks there. So I'm gonna give it a straight on shot, see what happens. Oh wow. It almost looks like we didn't get any penetration whatsoever with it. You know, that's kind of the purpose of this round anyways, is to have a lot of expansion. I don't think that they were going for something that was made to shoot through cinder blocks, you know. Alright, so I just got a camera back into the battery. Dyslexia is kicking in there. I just got a battery back into the camera. I want to take y'all right up here just so I can show you real quick. That last little shot that I took there. Look at that. The bees are here already. Here they are to come and ruin my time. Oh, look at this. Look. Here's one of those smashed up Hornady rounds there. I could imagine was from... Oh, here's the other one. Look at this. Oh, cool. Look at this one. It's like... You know, I wonder if... This is actually covered in a lot of soda. I wonder if this is one that penetrated through some of those sodas and came back out, because I'd imagine it would have more clay or concrete or something on it, and it does not. So super duper cool. I don't see anything else laying out here right now, but look at that though. That's really interesting that that's as much concrete as we were able to get through with that round. it really just didn't do too much. I was actually a little surprised by that, to be honest with you. I figured it would have at least destroyed the front of the block, but that's no big deal. Let's see if there's any other rounds sitting up here. I don't see anything. I definitely got a lot of gravel up here now. See some little pieces of, I'm not sure what that is, some metal or something there. Oh yeah, some lead right there. So, out here making a mess. That's fun though. It's cool that I found those. I don't see any more. All right, I'm gonna pick this guy back up. All right, so what did we learn from today's video, folks? Probably absolutely nothing, which is all right. I had a ton of fun, you know, just shooting around and playing around with this stuff. Like I said, it's been terrible weather around here. And when I say that, I mean, it has been just nonstop. And it's good, don't get me wrong. Everything out here needed it. The garden needed it, just the ground. I mean, it's been pretty dry around here. But it's been raining a lot, and so I really haven't been up here. The range was full of bees for a long time. Everything, like I said in the beginning, every excuse you could possibly imagine. But I'm still out here doing what I'm doing, having fun doing it. And whoa, look at this. I have to tighten that back up. Huh. Anyhow, I hope you... Oh my goodness, choking on my spit. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Just out here having some fun, sweating a little bit. It's pretty warm up here. I'm just having fun, guys. Really, I am. It's always really cool to get out. Anytime I get the opportunity, when I can bring you all some content. I know what it's like to go onto YouTube and spend hours upon hours sitting there and trying to fill your day with watching what other folks are doing and everything. No fault or no wrong of anybody, of course, for that. And sometimes it can get pretty bland, it can get pretty boring. I'd like to think that over here on my channel, I'm doing something that's a little bit different than most folks that people are attracted to for some reason. I gain about 60 subscribers every month, which to me, that's crazy. I remember when I first went into the YouTube thing, I went into it only because people that were here local that were seeing this were like, hey man, you should do this. You should put this on YouTube. I think this would be cool. So I didn't have an idea that just in a few short years I was going to have over 3,000 people that are regularly out there trying to pay attention to what I'm doing. And I can't tell you how much I'm very thankful for everybody. It does give me some motivation. It gives me a drive to want to continue doing this because I get a lot of feedback. I get a lot of conversating with people on a level that's just really healthy and good for the airgun community. A lot of people reach out for help, and it's amazing when, you know, I am able to help these people and they're like, I can't get this anywhere else. Your channel's awesome, man. Thanks. Woo, that's great. I'm glad you like it, guys. I really am. I hope that you continue to like it. That's pretty much it. So what happens when you kind of B-roll a video there, you can kind of see the good, the bad, the ugly. Like I said, I really just like to come out here and shoot. And filming it it's always a bit of a challenge for me because I do everything by myself. And so when I'm trying to make content for you all, it can be a lot of running back and forth and setting this up and doing that. And if I do something, and sometimes it is edited out when I do something and I'm like, oh shoot, I don't want people to see that on YouTube. Everybody does that, okay, that has a channel. But the point is that it's still just really nice that you guys are appreciative of what I'm doing out here and look for this content. So with that being said, as always, guys, if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up for me. You know, if anything, that's the very least please that you all could do for me. I don't care about you sending me money. I'm not going to ask for yourself. I'm not going to, you know, I know I get paid through YouTube, but I get paid just over $100 like every 3 or 4 months. So if that tells you anything about how my channel rolls over here, this is all out of pocket, you know, and it's all just for the good fun. I do hunt with my platforms, but, you know, it's really just for the fun, guys. If you enjoy this video, give it that thumbs up, guys. As always, subscribe if you want to see more from this crazy old circus, and I will see y'all in the next one. that's funny is that camera's still recording me, and there's now a yellow jacket swarming in here. I'm just gonna tell you, since I did get this on there, I don't care, I'm gonna leave this in too. You'll see I have, it's because I got soda all over my shoes, and now there's 3 yellow jackets in here flying around. And let me tell you something, I just try to stay away from the bees, so I don't really mind them. I don't mind bees at all, but that's why you'll see these brake cleaner cans out here, because this stuff just kills them so quick. And I don't like the yellow jackets because for whatever reason, up here in these mountains, I every single year get lit up by these yellow jackets. I mean, every single year. I can't get away from them. It's just me and the bees. So I'll catch y'all later.